This is an S19R. It kind of gets screwed up in Katrina. It's one I got for $5 at a kind of a garage sale about 20 years ago in Simi Valley, California. And it was kind of painted a puke color, and I repainted it. It had a kind of this weird beige pink color to it. And I took all this junk off and repainted it except for this. And it's one that the owner was a total guru in electronics, and he had gone through and changed the entire circuit around in the sense that he put in a push-pull circuit or something on there so that it ran with 2 audio tubes instead of putting out just a few watts. I think it'll put about 5 or 6 or 8 watts or some crazy thing. There's the serial number H113598. He added this. He had a phono connector on there, and this is totally way different than the original one. So the schematic is like a regular S19R, plus he's gone through and changed a whole bunch of junk around it, so it's kind of hard to figure out what the heck he did. But the reason I'm shooting this video right now is I want to show the speaker. Before I start with this, this is the speaker he had in there, a Jensen Viking series, and it's a 5 1/4. After cleaning this off, I finally found a number on here, 525K7, which is a 5 1/4. It's got this bulge on it that goes up under here, and this is the plug that goes over here. So you can hook this to an external speaker. And this is one I just bought off of eBay, BRS52. It's got the same curve to it. I googled this one online, and this I believe was probably like a 6 or 7 watt speaker. This says 60 watts, which is probably BS, but it's got a much bigger magnet on it. 4 ohms. I believe this one was said it was 4 ohms too. When I originally got this, all these caps were bad, and so I think I replaced this cap on it here. But this hasn't been powered up since Katrina, so I've washed this off before. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up on a variac. He's got an eye tube on here for tuning. I think that's standard. But what he's got on there, he's got 2 different, he changed the audio, so he's got way more power on the audio on this thing. And the guy that we got this from, he'd passed away. It was at a garage sale after the TRW swap meet, and he had an entire garage full of stuff. So this has been somebody's totally modified unit. So it's got capacitors hanging on here, all different places, added little parts. He's got this whole metal section added, soldered in to kind of, that is not, I don't think that's stock on an S19R. I think he's got this jack for AC added, and I don't think that's stock either. In its day, this thing actually sounded pretty darn good. So I think that's the extra socket he's added in there. So this is almost a basket case because the way it looks. So when you bring something up like this, a good chance the transformer will short out. I've got another transformer in the garage. There's the extra switchy volume control or something. He changed some of the controls around this thing too. On here. These are the bands 1, 2, 3, audio gain, pitch. He changed some of the features on this front of this thing. Just bear with me. I went through and repainted this, if you can believe it, and went through it with a rapidograph pen and marked all these little blacked in all this stuff, which was kind of strange. And at the time, I had to go through find another radio to even find what these numbers were on there. Couldn't read half of them. That's the band spread. This says phones, but he's got a switch on here. Different control. Where it says pitch control, see, that's a different switch. I think that's a phono position. So you can use it's got a preamp for a phonograph is what he added on here. There's an extra stage. This is an S19R that's just totally been changed around. And when I bought this was probably early 90s. And it was old as dirt then. So who knows when he did all that. He might have done that in the 40s or 50s or something. There's the speaker I'm going to add in there. This speaker's totally toast because it's just gotten physically goofed up. That was only, I think it was about 10, 11 bucks. And I'll put that in there and then bring this up slowly in a variac and just measure some of the voltage to see if it even got any action at all.